even a generation ago, there was not this news as we're hearing now. It didn't even cross my mind that I would be doing her a service by agreeing to her sincere wish to die, and I tried to encourage her to live.
She did attempt suicide.
She did attempt suicide. She had attempted
So
it.
she'd chosen at that point in her life to end it.
She had chosen, and in fact, a year or two before that, if it hadn't been for a friend coming in the middle of the night, letting herself into a house, calling an ambulance, Alison had been treated in hospital, Alison would have died nearly 30 years ago. Alison was not thought to have long to live. She would have passed all the criteria, all the qualifications for the sorts of law for assisted suicide that are being called for now. Doctors would have said, this woman is not expected to live for 6 months. I didn't think she would live for 6 months. And I stayed with her beyond 6 months and beyond 6 years, and in fact until she died, sadly, after 24 years in December 2013. And throughout her life, Alison's health was precarious. She changed her mind. She would have wanted and would have qualified for assisted suicide. Her life would have ended if she had had what she wanted. But it took her 10 years until 1995 when she actually discovered, although her condition was the same, that she wanted to live.
Well, the Ministry of Justice spokesman says the government believes that any change to the law in this emotive and contentious area is an issue for individual conscience and as a matter for Parliament to decide rather than one for government policy. This is a conversation that we clearly could go on having for very much longer, but two very different sides of the argument. Your mother's disorder was, as we've said, genetic, and so therefore you have a 50% chance of contracting it yourself. Would you make the same choice?
I would make the same choice, and I do think importantly it's fundamentally about choice, but picking up on the point that was just made there, I don't think the current law protects people, the vulnerable, at all. I think the opposite is the case, because currently, for the number of people who go to Switzerland, which is one every fortnight, there are a further 300 every year who end up taking matters into their own hands.